Welcome back to Post and Pylons. Let's play some more Crusader Kings III. We're Count Udo of Trier, and we're trying to play in the area that I was just on vacation in. That's why we're Trier, because I was in the area of Cochem over here. And yeah, that's all there is to say to it. Last episode we did a lot of sort of setup. We're swaying our potential future spy master. We fabricated the claim on Aachen. We started building some troops. And the question is whether we go to war now or whether we wait. Our archers here are not fully reinforced, but neither are their light footmen. So spending time here give both of us more troops. Now the archers are better. Are good against light footmen. So maybe having mine reinforced and theirs reinforced is better, but I don't know that that's actually true. I think we're kind of okay. So we don't want to fight in hills and mountains or wetlands, and they can cross rivers without penalties. Now this is all plains, I believe. So our archers won't have a bonus. This is hills, so we kind of have to be careful not to fight there. Although archers have a bonus in hills, so maybe that's even better than their thing. It's gonna be alright. I think we're gonna declare this war. I did not fabricate a claim on Maastricht because I don't have the money. I think if we can now expand into Aachen for now, it's gonna be already quite great. Now I can declare war because I have fabricated that claim. I'm gonna choose my claim. Unlike you in CK, both 2 and 3, I believe 1, I don't remember. Wars have a specific end, or 3 potential ends, enforcing white peace or surrender. If we enforce, we gain the county of Aachen and all the things below it, we gain some fame for it. If we white peace, we're going to lose some prestige. And if we surrender, we lose our claim on Aachen and we have to pay them some money. They can't take our land if we lose, and we can't take more land if we win. That's essentially it. We're going to have to pay 90 prestige to declare this war. Because of the amount of claimed titles. We're gonna have slightly more troops. Powers overall similar. I hope we can win this. Would be sad to lose my first ever war in this. Well, since we're publicly playing CK3, let's see. We should be slightly stronger. Oh, that was already in the screen, right? Declare war. I'm not going to change the objective, I don't think. Yeah, it's the only one that's available is the county of Aachen. It did not mean to escape out. Still getting used to the interface. It's, don't get me wrong, it's much better than CK2. They definitely put a lot of focus into making CK more accessible. Oh, there we go. We can't even declare war right now because our realm laws don't allow it. Unless we get a hook on our liege, which is sort of a favor, which is not trivial to get. There are ways, but there's another way. It doesn't say that in here, but I've done that before. We can talk to our liege and say, "Hey liege, I want to modify my feudal contract." So sort of the contract between us. I can say I pay slightly more taxes. So instead of 5.5, I'm going to pay 8.2% taxes, which is going to cost us 0.1 ducat a month. It's not nothing over time, but it's not great. But now because I'm offering you one thing, I can ask for one thing. And I'm going to ask you to sanction war declarations. So now, even though my liege is forbidding people in general to do wars, he's going to say, okay, you're fine, you can do it. Because you're paying me more money. I could also give him more troops, but I kind of feel like troops are more important to us right now. There are other things. We can protect ourselves from title revocation, be guaranteed on the council, and so on. But this is going to be fine. If we had a hook, we could use that to get our sanction. Let's modify this like that. And now, if I find my land again, here we are. Still a bit getting used to the different zoom levels here, because you get to see different things, right, depending on how far zoomed in you are. Aachen. Declare war, my claims, enforce my demands, declare war. And now everything is fine. He's gonna hate us a bit for it, and we pay a lot less prestige because we have those sanctioned declarations. So that's cool. Declared war, I'm gonna raise my troops. You cannot, as in CK2 and CK3, you cannot raise your troops. Declare war while you have troops raised. So what you want to do is raise your troops, declare war, then raise your troops. I'm gonna wait a tick here to get all my troops ready. And then we're gonna try to walk and find them. I should not be doing this on speed 5. I have a son, that's unfortunate. How do we want to name him? I don't think this matters at all. But you can choose your own name, or you can say name it after Ansegundis. No, after me, okay. Could call him Udo, after an ancestor. Since the game has not simulated our ancestors, we don't know any of that. A good Catholic name or a good Franconian name. Let's go with Franconian. Sigobert, sure. May you grow strong and wise, my son. Now you're walking to Koblenz? Is that right? Are you gonna tell me? No, you're walking to Aden now. Alright, because there's smaller things here. Which is plains. Okay, they're trying to go for my land, and I got myself locked in because I was playing at speed 5, which shouldn't have been. You're still walking to Aden now, you're locked in. I don't think we can catch you like this. At all. I think I'll let them run because they're not even going to my stuff, right? They're going to Isenburg. I'm gonna walk here because I'm already locked in. But then, 5 days left. I don't think I can catch you. 6 days? Oh, so close. I don't want to fight. I would like to fight in the forest actually, but there might be a rail crossing thing. I think I'm gonna go straight and siege down. What? Straight up Aachen? Gonna try this. They might go for a siege of Koblenz, which they are. Let's see if we can catch them. I don't really want to get into a siege race. I also don't like playing hide and seek with them. And we definitely do not want to fight them crossing a river. Or in these... Well, I said my archers are good in hills, right? But still, no, let's not fight them here. I'm gonna see where they walk now, that they're locked in. Oh, they got an ally. That's probably very bad for me. Should have killed them first. Yeah, now they have slightly more soldiers than I do. They're gonna stay in these hills? Let's see if we can make use of our archers here. Game says we're gonna win. They're defending hills, but we have better everything. Including the count of our men-at-arms. This is gonna be the battle. We have more troops. This is advantage. This is kind of a bonus for one side or the other in battle. And you can see here, we get advantage 17 from our martial skill. They get a bonus of +5 from being in hills and their martial skill. And then other things can change this every combat tick there. Now we have +10 from a roll, right? So there's dice, like in EU4. And then there could be other bonuses from quality and stuff. Now we have negative because we rolled badly, I assume. Yeah. Should be crushing them here, I think. There's some backup coming in. But that backup decided to maybe not come in. And then we could get the pursuit phase, I believe. Yeah, we're pursuing now. So we won, and now we just get to do a little bit of damage. We're not very good at pursuit. Our archers are terrible at it, so we're not going to kill too many of their troops. We won, we lost 101 troops, they lost 217 troops, we got some war scores, some fame, and it's gonna be good. I'm gonna grab these guys, and I think then I'm gonna go here. I can't grab those guys, because you're running to Isenburg. Yeah, I'm not gonna care. I'm gonna go straight to the siege of Koblenz. These 169 troops probably can't siege down my stuff. I don't think they can. Oh, am I actually gonna meet you there? No. Oh, you're not actually an enemy. What are you? No, you're an enemy army. First army of Aachen, but... No, what are you? Can't zoom in anymore. First army of Mainz. They're hostile, but they're not my enemies. They're running away. They're fleeing, so there shouldn't be an engagement, I don't think. So hostile armies might be from a war of my lieges, for example. That's what could happen there. Or could be what's happening there. So now we should be sieging, and we are. And we have no siege weapons, so it's going to take a bit longer. We get 1 siege progress per day, just in general. It's going to take a maximum of 6 months that way. But there's going to be an event every so many days. Right now it's going to take 14, which might hurt the health or the food supply of the garrison. I don't think it can hurt me, since there's a maximum timer. Let's have a look at that. What do we get? Stalemate, no effect on siege, so it's just working normally. Like in CK2, you need to have at least as many troops sieging as they're defending, or more. You probably need more. Our son and heir needs education. I'm tempted to run him by Theodelinda. The only issue being that then he's going to be an education-focused person, and I don't really want that. If we have a 3-star marshal, it might be. Oh, that's a 4-star marshal. There we go. Frothari from Magdeburg. Yeah, you can be the educator. He might even give over. I don't know if he can teach his traits normally. He's impatient and cynical, which might be bad for education, but hey. If he had a different culture or religion, we could ask him to convert the culture or religion of the child. We don't want that. We just want him to make him a very good martial person, and that's going to be good. We can also ransom Baron Faramut for 30 ducats, which is very good. Who are you anyway? I mean, just a baron, apparently. I'm not going to do that for now. Well, let's have a look. Are you any good, Baron Faramut? Because if he's garbage, then they might as well have him back. He's not very good at... He's not a good knight. A good knight. He's horrible martial. I think I can return him for money right now. Maybe we can get him back. Yeah, sure. Let's ransom him. Could also use that to get a favor. But I believe favors are timed, and I don't really know what I would be using one on right now. Just the money. Our siege is progressing. We got a starvation event. So garrison's supplies are running low. We got a one-time increase of 10% on the siege progress. So it can be faster, but there's a maximum timer. I think that's how that whole thing works out. And if we had siege equipment, then that would help. Well, I would say I tend to, but it's not like I've played this game a lot. But the way I've played this before... Oh, that's unfortunate. Thorgal already died. The way I played this before, I focused on having combat troops, not siege troops. And therefore my enemies were always faster or better at sieging. So I would have to fight the army, so otherwise lose the siege race, which is a bit... Nah. He got severely injured and then he died. Do we know what he died of from his wounds? Do we know where he got the wounds? I don't know that I can see that. Did I capture a previous view? No. No, I don't think I can. But he's dead, and he might have just been... I mean, he was my knight. No, was he? No, he probably wasn't. I don't know. Anyway, he's dead. And that means you're unmarried again. How about you find me somebody else? That's cool. Matrilineal. I wouldn't mind somebody that's very good. Still set the filter to people who have congenital traits. Like you. Michael here. You look good, Michael. Get in here. She's gonna lose some more prestige. It'll be fine. Now, your dynasty matters a lot more here than in CK2. In CK2, the idea was always that you would spread your dynasty far and wide to get a lot of points, but you only got points for it, and that didn't really do anything. Now, your dynasty is an actual thing. For one, your dynasty has a level of... What is this? Forgot the name. It's not Splendor. But we're an obscure dynasty. Whatever it is, we're obscure right now. That can increase. Does it know what it's called? Does it tell it? No. Anyway, we're an obscure dynasty right now, and we have very little splendor. If we had more splendor, then... Oh, wrong button. Is there a back button? Didn't work the way I wanted it to. Here, legacy. If we had renown, then we could give buffs to all people of our dynasty, including our heirs and stuff. So you can get better and better and better family if you proceed like this. And you accrue this by people of your family, of your dynasty doing stuff. So the more people you have in your dynasty spread around, the more actual advantage you will have in the game. Okay, we're gonna win this siege very soon. 10 days left. They are not. The question is whether sieging down Aachen will be enough. It probably will not be enough to enforce peace here. It is not. We only have 38% war score. I guess I'm gonna try to throw these guys out of Trier. I don't think I will get a river crossing penalty attacking across the river because they're attacking a fort of mine. But I'm still gonna try and not take the river to be safe-ish. The reason I'm attacking here is that I don't think I'm gonna win the siege race if I go for another siege right now. And therefore I need to throw them off my capital before they take it. Using your capital is bad. And they're running now. Okay, good. Try not to fight in those hills again. Are they gonna try to sit there again? They are. I mean, we won this earlier, and the game is saying we're gonna win. I don't like that. They're defending in hills, though. How do we stop them from doing this? We could just go and siege something, but then they will probably go and try to siege Trier again. But maybe then we can trick them. Let's see. If I walk this way... I like that they're somewhat clever in parking in these hills. That's actually kind of clever behavior, I want to say. So I believe this is a fort that we can take. Yeah, they're now going for Trier. And now I'm going to try and do this. Because if I move this way, they can't walk into the hills to run away from me. And then maybe I can fight them in Trier after all. Yeah, we're not getting a river crossing. At least it's not saying that we are. Now what? Are you going to sit in that forest? No, you keep on running. I don't love the chasing in the game. I must be... I'm quite honest. Are you gonna run further? Yeah, okay. So at least now I should have a... should be ahead of time, and I don't think they have siege equipment. I think they lost troops. They're very low on troops now, that's very nice. I don't know what happened to their troops. But I don't think Trier's in a siege game. And we can unlock our first perk. 3 trees. We wanted the one that's about combat, and I'm gonna go for the one that's about combat. The gallant tree also gives you combat bonuses. It's more on the personal combat one, but also gives you some advantage in combat. But I want this one. Casus Belli cost, not important right now. I think that's the cost of prestige that we're paying when we're declaring war for a Casus Belli, not the time it takes to generate. Speaking of, should we already consider getting a new Casus Belli? I think we should. I think we should start fabricating on you. Now you did pick up an alliance to a relatively powerful countess. 600 troops. Not a big fan. So they would be outnumbering us quite a bit. I don't think we can go for Cologne. We checked that before. Right? Because he's a powerful boy. He is. We'll have a truce to the Barony of Maastricht. Oh, I just realized something. My marshal is still working on training commanders. And really, I'll be looking for this. It's a bit late, but hey. I think I'm going to still fabricate on Liège. I might not be able to go immediately, but our claim is going to be around as long as we live, and since we have all those points in the healthy lifestyle, we should be able to be fine with that for a while. I want my council, I want my guy. Now, if I wait, I assume the monthly progress is going to change as soon as that's my actual neighbor. Certainly do hope so. Otherwise, we would have to wait until we take Aachen before we do anything. Now, once these guys start sieging, maximum 6 months left, they have 1 per day. We have 1.1 per day and maximum 3 months left. So we should be absolutely fine here winning this. And even walking back to Trier and beating them up if we have to afterwards. Trier is under siege, it's true. Did you gain any changes? No. Could have been that the extra army that came in brought them something, but didn't. But each won the war against Prince Bishop Siegfried. De jure war for the Prince Bishopric of Seine here. So this should now also be... Oh yeah, it's actually under direct control of our liege. Which is bad. Direct control means we'd have to attack our liege for it, and we're not that powerful right now. But hey, there's the siege. We have 94% war score now. I don't know if that's going to be enough here for enforcing demands. I will not accept. I find CK war scores to be a bit weird, but hey, that's not new. It's not CK. It wasn't CK2 as well. You essentially almost always need 100%, except for when you don't. And I never know when that you don't is. Now, can I catch you in Koblenz? Probably. We're gonna be out river crossed and all that, but I think with our numbers we should be fine here. The unstoppable Alexander. So we're gonna learn from Alexander the Great. We can become Forder, which would be great right now, which means we don't get river crossing penalties. So for the upcoming battle, that's actually quite great. Could get military engineer, siege phase timer, so faster sieges. Ish. So I don't think you get more of the ticks, but you get more chances for the positive events. Or we could become a Reaver, which gives us raid speed and hostile country. That's not very good, I don't think. Not for what we're doing. And we would gain some stress because we're forgiving. So stress accrues on your character, and if you go over the threshold of stress, you get a breakdown with negative effects and choices and stuff. I want to try to keep stress down. And there are different character traits that give you stress for different situations. Because we're forgiving, becoming a Reaver here. I don't know if it's becoming a Reaver that stresses them out or turning my foe's resources against them. But anyway, I will take the Forder. It's a good trait anyway. I don't love the military engineer. I mean, it's good. I like faster sieges, but now we don't have the penalty here, right? No, we do. Huh. Am I not leading this army? Is that a thing? I thought I would get that removed, but I guess I'm not leading this army. Can I see this somehow? My commander is Frothari from Magdeburg. So I guess only if I myself were the would be the commander, I would get the thing. That makes it a lot weaker, but that makes all combat traits a lot weaker, so... Anyway, we're gonna beat them up. That should give me 100% war score. There we go. We didn't slay a lot of them, but that's enough. We did imprison an enemy commander, I guess. Is that what this is saying? Yeah, I can ransom him first. I don't know if he would be released. I don't think he gets released, but I'm gonna ransom him. Take the money. When it comes... I want money. There you go. And I'm gonna peace out. I don't know if I have to do that in that order. In false demands, we get all the stuff. Yoink. And that's the war. We can disband our troops. And consider what to do with our land. Did I dismiss this? Dismiss it. We have low control in Aachen. So this is a new stat in CK3. Control over here. The less control you have, the less levies and taxes you get. And occupations do hurt this a bit. Now what we can do is grab our friend the Marshal. A day later. Somehow you have to wait 1 day. And then tell them to improve control here. And he's gonna work, you can see the progress bar here. He's gonna work on getting that done. It would slowly increase over time as well, depending on some factors. But in general, the Marshal does this in a better way. Now we picked up a bunch of things. I'm a bit surprised, we must have gotten some vassals, right? So Aachen itself, we took Aachen. It has another castle in it, in Limburg down here. That is being held by my vassal Baron Imnacher now. The analytic agonist, whatever that's supposed to be. The city of Düren and the Temple of Prüm. Now if we check our court. Not our court, I want my vassals. Do I see my vassals again? Realm? There we go. I want to see whether we have a vassal that doesn't like us. No, they all at least, well, positively like us. So we don't really need to go and deal with that. No individual obligations, so these guys we could make contracts with. They're going to pay us taxes now. And I think when they're positive on opinion, they're going to pay me maximum here. I believe that's how that works. It's going to be fine. We're not scheming right now because the guy we were wooing died. We could try to make somebody like us. For example, the question would be who? Could just be our liege. Probably good to have our liege like us a bit. Let's go ahead and sway him. And the more you sway a person, so you can stack up opinion modifiers from sway, but the more they're swayed, the harder it is to sway him. Based on the diplomacy and I guess the rank and the amount of times you do this. Yeah, I'm going to start the scheme. I don't think there's any negative effects from this. Like if a assassination scheme is discovered, that's obviously bad for you, but I don't believe sway does anything. Alright, so we have Aachen, we now have Koblenz, Trier and Aachen. Aachen is pretty good with all those holdings. So, as in CK2, temples don't give you any money unless the vassal likes you at all. So it needs to have positive opinion, and then they're going to pay you a bit of levy and taxes. Cities give you a lot of money and not a lot of levies, if any. I guess we do get some levies. And castles give you a lot of levies, but not a lot of money in general. And if you control them yourselves, you get all the stuff from them that's in there. We could build buildings in all these places, but we don't have a lot of money right now, so I'm not focusing on that. But we're going to. There's going to be some proven pylon stuff going on, you bet. Now, fabricating on Liège. Have some money. I wonder if we should keep on. I think I want to go to my maximum man-at-arms. So we can at maximum have 4 regiments. And obviously if you buy more powerful regiments, then that's better. A better value for space. But it's not better value for money necessarily, and since we're currently a bit tight on money, I'm just going to fill everything up with archers. And then once we're just rich, we might swap them out for something else. You can get extra, not levies, what are they called? Men-at-arms slots, but right now we don't. You want me to be on your court. You want me to be your steward. I don't know that there's any disadvantage to being a steward, so I will be your steward, sure. Am I any good at search-up? No. Maybe just because I'm a powerful vassal. Maybe that's why they did it. Probably. But a steward with 6 power, that's worse than my steward. Right? Yeah, look at my 10 stewardship steward. So strong. Really do need some extra people in our court. And unfortunately you can't just invite people to your court anymore. In CK, I think it's a good choice. But it would be useful for us to do it. In CK2 you could just search for somebody with a lot of power, tell them, hey, do you want to join my court? Cool. Now you have to at least pay them. Sishar, my counselor, died. No, he was a powerful vassal. Do we have a new powerful vassal? Yes. The Baron of Limburg, who's a very good spy person, and our spy person is the one who's dead, so that sounds good. He does not like us right now, but he's gonna have plus, well, get rid of the -40 modifier once they're on the council, and probably get a bonus modifier from having been put on the council. So you should like me after I hit this button. Yeah, plus 22, on the council plus 10, and the -40 is gone. Sweet. Now we have an actual good spy master. Now we're not really using them because nobody's trying to scheme against us. Could try to make our own schemes better. I don't know if that also works for the sway scheme we're doing. I think I'm gonna ask them to look for some secrets. Now I don't know quite what the place, why this would matter, right? 5% chance of learning a secret. 5%? Did you just say 80%? And here there's 10%, but a penalty per progress, but it's more progress. What? And this is not one of the tooltips. Most tooltips in the game can be locked in by just keeping them open for a moment. This one does not work that way. Progress 21.84, progress 29.4. Your leash penalty. Oh, I get a penalty because this is my leash? Is what you're saying? No, we might get discovered in trying to find secrets. I'm gonna go to look at Duke Godfrey's of Lorraine's court. See if we can find a secret on our Overlord, which might get us a hook, which we might use for, say, changing our vassal contract. That could be kind of nice. Oh, they're unhappy because they found out that I'm fabricating on them. Well, you know. Recovered from consumption. Nice. Daughters. Keep them. Sons! You need them. Can't live without them. But daughters, you just... The more you get, the better. You learn Count Diedrich Lover's secret. Who's Count Diedrich? Some guy. So I now have a secret. Is that shown here? No. Why do I know about my secrets? Intrigue. Discovered secrets. Hooks and secrets. We know that Justitia von Babenberg is Count Diedrich's lover. We could use this to blackmail the guy. We can expose him, which just destroys everybody's hooks for that secret, and I believe, well, gives him like opinion penalties or something. If we have a hook, we can use that to make him do stuff for us. Now, I don't know that there's anything I want from you, Count Diedrich. Where are you anyway? No, that's not how that works. Is that how that works? Can I? There we go. Get us up here. City of Nijmegen. You're also... Yeah, I don't think I need a hook on you right now. I'm gonna keep that secret going. If it gets discovered by somebody else, then I'm gonna lose it and I won't be able to get a hook. Because my spouse averages stewardship, she motivated workers in some place. So we have a little bit faster building in Prüm for a while, which is not gonna matter because we don't have money to build things really. What I do have is the time to put a cut in here. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you're seeing, then please do keep hitting that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Check out the rest of my videos if you're new to the channel, but definitely do subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.